Welcome to Through the Table Podcast with Brian, JL, Tom, Rick, and Russ.
Oh, all right. So I watched. I brought this up in the chat, and I watched NXT this week. Right?
You're the only one.
Yeah. I don't even know why.
You have to now. It's your thing.
I guess. But it's so they have these two like super inexperienced. They were both amateur wrestlers, the Creed brothers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apollo and Adonis?
No, it's Brutus and
The barber?
Was it Julius?
I thought you were going to say Judas.
Yes.
Julius and Brutus Creed.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Judas. Brutus and Judas. Because that is something that Vince would do.
Right, and then they would just then they would just
crowd,
lose
the
their
crowd
last
would
name
sing
at
the
some point.
Judas song while they were coming out.
Yes. Julius and Brutus Creed, and they were like, collegiate wrestlers or whatever.
Mhm.
And they just every week they just come out and just stiff the hell. You know what I mean? It's like it's like if the Steiner brothers were like extremely green. You know what I mean? It's not it's not just dangerous looking. It's extremely dangerous to wrestle these guys.
Yeah.
And they wrestled Ikemon Jiro and Kushida, collectively now known as Jacket Time.
Jacket Time.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the Titantron with their faces, and it's like, oh, Jacket Time, and it's just and then some wonky Asian music plays, and it's like
Jacket Long Time.
It's awful. It's awful.
How has no one realized that the WWE still uses all like the stereotypes and everything, like the wacky Asian or the Hispanic gigolo? It's the same shit.
Now NXT has two different like Polynesian island Street Fighter guys that are just one should have been Uso and the other one's just I don't know what he is. And that's the other thing. He's
a human being, Rick. That's what he is.
And that's the other thing too. Every guy on NXT is like dating someone now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, so like they just had the Street Fighter of the Islands that's not an Uso got into it with the other Spanish guys on NXT.
Street Fighter of the Islands.
Street Fighter of the Islands. He's the street champion of the islands. That's literally what they called him at one point.
It is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were making fun of it.
No,
I don't think that was a real thing.
It's a real goddamn thing, Tom. And it happens every Tuesday.
It's legitimate.
In my nightmares. It's terrible. And he fought the other Spanish dudes, the NXT Spanish regime. And
what the
Legado,
or whatever?
Yeah, the Mexicans in the suits.
Yep.
Not the suave Mexicans, the suit Mexicans.
Which means so you've got the suave Mexicans and you've got the drug dealer Mexicans.
Yes. Yep.
Cartel.
You got the Mexicans who just are trying to bang anything that's around, and the Mexicans that are trying to sell you a key of heroin.
Yes. So those Mexicans, they have a chick with them, and she went to like slap him the other night on NXT, the Street Fighter of the Islands, and like he puts her in like some hold, and they whatever, and Beth Phoenix is like, if that's not sexual tension, I don't know what is. And I'm like, that sucks. That's what that is, Beth Phoenix.
Are you ready for this?
Oh God, is it sexual tension?
the best wrestler, the best worker in this tag team match just got pinned by the Latino whores.
Who's the best? Oh, Nakamura? No way.
Clean.
What? Wow.
Clean.
Terrible.
The Intercontinental Champion. Pinned clean.
Well, that makes no sense.
Nope.
Why would you have it?
And he goes up against Roman Reigns for tribute to the troops in a week or two. That's perfect timing to get pinned, and then you go up to that match. Why?
Yeah.
Who even cares now?
Right.
I know they taped it previously, but that makes absolutely no sense.
I was
Right.
at the tribute to the troop. I could spoil.
Just
I
say
mean-
who won with the mute on.
I think, but like obviously, we all know who Nakamura's not beating Roman Reigns by any stretch.
Oh,
of,
right. Mm-hmm.
But it's like even that. Why would you have your IC champ pinned by attack? Like, you know what I mean?
Especially when you have freaking Rick Boogs in the ring.
Right.
Ugh.
So you put,
Who cares if he loses? Who cares?
because he's just going to play guitar again next.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because most likely in 3 months he'll get fired, and then some other guy with a guitar will show up.
Yeah. True.
Oh, by that time, Elias should be back.
Under a new gimmick.
Unless he's been fired. I mean, who even knows anymore?
Right.
He could have been on the list because they're not doing anything with him.
Shanky still has a job.
Madcap Moss was just on TV a little while ago. That sums it all up. Madcap Moss.
Vince McMahon.
Ugh.
Vince has a lot to say with them now.
But, like-
Madcap
Does he
Moss.
have merchandise?
He shouldn't.
Oh, I'm sure him and Happy Corbin will sooner than later.
Vince is like, that's what I dressed like when I was a young whippersnapper.
Back in the
They used-
50s.
When
They used to-
they used to call me Madcap McMahon.
Damn it. That's
Oh, is that what you're gonna say? Vince in his suspenders with his stick in the wheel, just putting the wheel down the street, sitting at the soda jerk. Old Madcap McMahon.
Wow.
Who
Rick's
is
on
Madcap
fire
McMahon's
tonight.
Happy Corbin.
What was that, Russ?
Who would be Madcap McMahon's Happy Corbin? Would it be Happy Patterson?
Kevin Dunn.
Um,
Dunn?
Crappy Kevin.
there's another name for Happy that could be used for Patterson.
I served that one for you.
Yes, you did.
Nostradamus with another prediction.
Well, that's no, that's looking back. That's Captain Obvious Thomas.
Wait a second. I like the ring of that. Captain Obvious Thomas. Should have segment.
All right, so what else happened in the wrestling world? Anything?
I was telling you about that Keith Lee thing that came out just before we were,
Oh, that's right.
where he was saying that he had to pay for all his medical bills.
The WWE responded.
I know they did. Yeah, we were saying that.
But we've heard this. No, I mean, not from him, but we've heard this from several guys. Punk would talk about the medical things. Foley always talked about it too, which is why he used to sleep on people's couches and people's floors and stuff, and never like
Mhm.
rent a hotel or anything. This isn't something new.
Nope. He said several months ago it was not a guarantee I would make it to this day, so there is positivity in that. I paid for all my medical bills from the many offices and machines I frequented. I find it amusing that people believe anyone but me paid for the medical expenses. And then, as Russ said, the WWE came back and said WWE has an extensive healthcare program for medical care of its in-ring performers, and Mr. Lee was part of that program. Should Mr. Lee have any concerns over payment of medical bills, he is welcome to address them with the WWE.
So they're not denying it, but they're also saying you had your chance to get money from us.
They're not saying that he's lying, but they're not saying that they did pay for it either. What would Keith Lee have to benefit by lying about it? He's
Right, because I
he
mean,
doesn't
if
have a
he's
job right now.
right, if he's looking at any potential employer, he's not.
He's got to
Yeah.
have proof that he paid for it and no one else gave him money back for it.
The different Punk done at that point. Like
Yeah.
at that point, he mentally wasn't going back, so he could say whatever he wanted. This
Right.
is a little different. Keith
Mhm.
Lee needs another gig.
Yeah, and if they find out he's lying, why would you give him a job?
Right.
I mean, yeah, maybe WWE is supposed to pay for it. Never happened, and he wants to get the money from him now, which would make sense. I don't know. Just weird that it all came out and they're both going back and forth at each other.
I just find it weird that just because sometimes WWE is just so silent on
Mhm.
everything, and
Yeah.
then this is what they just decide to speak out on. Like people have been talking about for the past year and a half that no, we paid for Keith Lee's medical bills.
Mhm.
Like that's what you're gonna choose. Like that's the hill you're gonna die on.
And then
Well, I think it's
earlier
because
this
health-
week, they also went into that he was hard to work with. He was a pain in the back. He had behavioral problems. After they released him, they went and badmouthed him on purpose. It seemed like.
But it's like, do you think maybe he had behavioral problems because you just treated him like garbage the whole time? Because has anyone that worked with him in NXT, nobody,
I never
Has
heard a
anyone
bad
said it?
thing.
Right.
Nope.
He worked so poorly with people that they were willing to put the belt on him in NXT
Yeah.
right.
and then
Mhm.
bring him to the main roster.
And you call him fat, he doesn't know how to work. You need to go back down to the performance center to learn how to work a match. And then they call you Bearcat. It's, yeah, I could see him getting frustrated on the main roster for sure with all that's happening.
I've seen a lot of those tweets come out lately too. Like, what was it? Taya or whatever. Frankie Monet
Mm-hmm.
posted something the other day too that was like, oh, wait till I can say something
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be like bad.
Yep.
And it's just, and that's crazy for her because she was there for what, 6 months?
I think she said she had 4 matches with however long she was there.
I mean, like you said, if she got canned because she's older or whatever, but
Mhm.
I don't
They're
know.
not admitting it, but everyone's saying that's why they cut the women worse because of their age.
She's mighty thick too,
Mm-hmm.
with 3 C's.
The connection to John Morrison is it didn't help apparently.
Nope.
No.
And that's
They-
kind of crazy too that they kept him. They just released all these couples and they're like, yeah, Morrison, you can stay.
Well, he's fine
Well,
doing whatever. Apparently
he-
he doesn't
he-
care.
But Morrison is connected with the Miz, and the Miz is bulletproof in WWE, which he should be.
I mean, fair enough, yeah.
Mhm.
It's so weird he's had the career he's had.
It's wild.
It's
It's
amazing,
so
and
wild.
I love it because
It's
it should be. Looking at him is like the ultimate, like, if we continued and had those chances and it worked out, like there's no possible way that the Miz should have won the world title ever.
twice.
And he's
Twice.
won it
Twice,
twice.
right? Mhm.
Double Grand Slam champion. The only person to win every belt twice.
Mhm. Wow.
It's literally a miracle.
I do love the Miz though, as and
Yeah.
it's the same thing. And sometimes he's annoying as hell, but you know what? That's he's doing his job.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not like a go away heat. It's like, oh man, he's such a prick, and it's
Yeah.
like I would, and I know I'm probably gonna get like flack by some people for this, but I would take Miz over MJF any day.
Absolutely.
Any day.
Not me.
100 times.
I've never been
Oh.
a fan of The Miz.
I think he's incredible.
I've been a fan of the Miz forever.
I'm up and down with him. There are times where I'm like, okay, I can see it, and then there are times where, all right.
Like that, honestly, I was kind of bummed that last run that he had, that last world title run that was basically he just was there to give it to Lashley. you know, and just waste the money in the bank briefcase. But that was my, like, I think he should have got a better run with it. It was a shame that he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I would like all day without even thinking about it and take Miz over MJF. Because it's like Russ said, it's like the fact that just he's had the career that he's had is just it's almost unheard of. You know what I mean?
Improbable. It's absolutely improbable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He came out of nowhere.
He was just some dude on MTV.
Yeah.
That just, you know what I mean?
Almost killed himself when he first started there.
Yeah.
And even on MTV in the real world, he was. That's where the Miz became the Miz,
right?
And like everybody's looking at him and just like, "What you? Come on!" And then he became exactly what he brought to the real world.
But even that, like he was on one of those, you know, whatever it's called, the challenge ones where they, you know, they win the money.
Mm-hmm.
And he won one, and that's how he paid for his wrestling school with MTV money, which is even it just, and then he just, you know, multi-time everything champion. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it's
And I have to watch Dancing with the Stars for work, and he got eliminated,
Right.
but he
made it pretty far, right?
He made it very far, and he should have stayed longer. And there would be an argument to where, like, he should have possibly won. I mean, there's great other groups, but like maybe because you know, Dancing with the Stars is on a Monday, that didn't help for votes, but he did great on that too.
Yeah, I mean, because they were like promoting that, you know, on Raw and SmackDown, like, hey, you know, Miz isn't here because he's doing this. They go, you know, I think even they're like, oh, you can vote up to 5 times. You know, I think because
You know,
I'm sure
I wonder. I didn't look at this, but I wonder if they ever went to commercial when he went to dance. I wonder if they ever even timed that.
I bet they're watching.
I was to say, yeah, I'm sure they you know, if they have AEW on,
They watched AEW religiously for that. I'm sure they did it with the Miz too. A good question. I bet they did.
That would have been smart.
Something they would do. Mm-hmm.
But and even risk of being like someone saying on commentary, they didn't do this, but like just go check out the Miz on Dancing with the Stars. Just say that. Just don't say like now, but like just have it in people's head to oh wait, yeah, Dancing with the Stars is on tonight.
Right.
Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, who else has been on Dancing with the Stars? What, Nikki Bella?
Ugh.
Jericho,
Keebler, right?
Keebler, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy.
I think that's it.
I don't know. Is that all of them? I think so.
And Brooke Burke really wants to do it.
Who?
Brooke Burke was the host.
You can
DMD. Sorry,
Dana Brooke.
Now I have you know, Dancing with the Stars brain, not WWE brain.
Well, JL's not here to say Jason Alexander's in a wrestling match, so
Right.
he had to get that out there.
You mean Dana Brooke?
No,
She just wants to do something.
Oh yeah, anything. How does she still have a job?
No idea.
You heard what happened with her fiance, right?
Which one?
Dana Brooks. Somebody on Twitter or Instagram was giving her a bunch of crap, and he wound up going to their house and punching them out and getting arrested for it.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back too. Good movie.
Yeah, he went to their house, got arrested for it because he beat
You
him up.
are the ball licker.
So I meant Britt Baker. Britt Baker
Oh.
really wants to do Dancing with the Stars.
So
Really?
so does Ricky Starks.
I think I say Ricky Steamboat. He might throw a hip.
As long as you don't say Ricky Williams, that's all.
Ricky Williams did it.
This Ricky Williams.
This Ricky Williams.
This one.
Oh,
He's diagonal to me. There we go.
Well, when we put it up, it's on what my screen shows. Point up. There you go. Yeah, Ricky Starks was saying on Rampage last week or the week before, he really wishes he could do it.
someone from AEW will do it. They talk about it.
I'm sure they will.
I'll piss McMahon off.
Probably. He'll probably offer someone to take their place so that they don't.
Either that or I'll never work with them again.
I can see that. We'll create our own show. Dancing with the Universe.
Dancing with Shanky. Shanky with the Stars.
Great
Where's
Khali
Rick-
should
where's Rick
do
Boogs?
it.
Get Rick Boogs out here. We need an opening.
Juventud Guerrero Wrestler of the Week, or a future one that you think might come out of Full Gear.
For Full Gear, I'm going to give it to my Adam Cole, Adam Page. Oh my God, I said Adam Cole. So
Well, I mean, he's on the show too.
yeah, I know he's on the show, but
Not out of the realm of possibility.
that's right.
Do you
But
think
it is.
Paige? Do you think
it will
Paige
be-
will?
Yeah, he'll show off his style and his grace. I don't know. He's just going to do great.
Will there be a boyhood dream?
Yes, there will be a boyhood dream.
Chips? What?
Yeah, that's the older interns.
Oh.
Boyhood Dreams and Chips.
Yeah.
So, has any more news on Triple H?
Haven't heard anything.
That's crazy to me.
Not a thing.
Not one thing.
I saw something this week that said that his in-ring career may be over. It really wasn't much of an update.
So they come from the WWE, though. I mean, they haven't said
Yeah.
a word. They, as I said, they acknowledge, oh, well, the family will let you know if there's any news to hear. And
Yeah.
well, that's who's in charge.
Oh,
Okay.
It's,
I'm gonna
Jason,
Oh,
it's happening.
it's too much rust going on right now.
I'm gonna see if this works better than what I was previously on.
Get that
One of you
Hollywood
is
life.
talking, one of you isn't. Oh,
Oh,
the
there
other
we
one's
go.
gone. Oh,
ah. Yeah, this was much more clear.
yeah.
Yeah, they haven't said a word about Triple H at all.
Let me tweeted anything. That's what I like, because usually that's.
Mm,
Let's look at that.
good question.
I'm going to look at that right now.
He must be in some rough shape.
Triple H. September 21st was the last time he tweeted anything.
And
Wow.
that was around when the surgery happened, right? Or the heart,
And that's what
the
it
heart
was.
issue.
That's the last tweet. It was
Before?
like a thank you. Yeah, I've been blown away by the outreach and support from so many people. I'm recovering, doing well, and deeply grateful for all the love in my life. Especially grateful for Shawn Michaels and all the superstars and crew at NXT. See you soon.
No mention of Stephanie.
Well, it says Steph and the girls love the snacks.
Oh.
But that was September 21st. So I'm almost 2 months ago.
For somebody that likes to tweet a lot too.
I'll say before that it was just tons of them. Yeah, there's just a bunch on September 7th. So many.
Maybe he's been released and we just don't know it yet.
He may have. Who knows?
From his mortal plane, maybe.
Oh no.
Oh. I mean, you'd think that would have been leaked somewhere.
Hey, I mean, AEW kept that Brody stuff quiet. Maybe somehow. Maybe they just, I don't know. Because, for someone that literally, like, before that tweet on the 21st, there was just like 8 or 9 from just September 7th alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just retweeting everything that anybody from NXT put out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could just be retweeting stuff from then on. He didn't have to make new tweets if he wasn't feeling that great.
Right.
And I think it was in August. Yeah, it was during SummerSlam. I saw him there, and he was visibly fine. But I mean, obviously, who knows what happens tomorrow? But
Right.
But that's August. That was August, so not that far removed.
No.
I would say because there was the tweets on the 7th, and then nothing else till the 21st. So, I mean, like you said, SummerSlam was late August.
Yep.
So maybe 2 weeks after SummerSlam,
About
not
a couple
even
weeks, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, right when NXT 2.0.
Yeah,
Basically.
just about.
That's what just put him over the edge. They announced it, and he was like, "Nope."
Yeah, this is what we're doing with your baby, and we're just doing it right now, and you get no say in it. It's just strange how nothing comes out.
I mean, hopefully he's doing good. It's I definitely don't wish bad on anyone.
Oh, sure.
But I mean, I will joke about it because I'm a sick human being sometimes. But yeah, it's I don't know. Did you see the thing with Shane Helms on Twitter the other day?
Maybe. What is it?
I read it briefly.
He made a tweet that was basically like, people should stop reading dirt sheets and, trying to like get all the backstage stuff and just enjoy the product. And like everybody was just fighting with him.
Yep.
And apparently if anyone replied negatively,
blocked them.
He immediately blocked them.
Yep. Everybody.
Like, and I guess there was people that were tweeting about it that weren't even like adding him on Twitter, that he was just vanity searching his name and just blocking anyone that just even mentioned Shane Helms. And it was just, because like a lot of people was just like, well, what the hell happened to you? You used to actually, be outspoken and, you were on the side of what's right. And now you're just some company bootlicker. You know what I mean? That just.
Totally.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, part of it's like, I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, this is life now.
It's been life for like 20 years.
Right. But it's it's the same reason why, people watch friggin' Keeping Up with the Kardashians and go on TMZ all the time and HollywoodLife.com. And, and, but you know what I mean? So
FTMZ.
FTMZ, yeah.
FTMZ.
FTMZ.com is a way better site.
And Harvey Levin, right?
Actually, I don't want to go to FTMZ.com because who knows what that could be.
Nobody put that in your search bar. We do not condone.
Tom's going there for us.
What could possibly
www. Can't repeat that one. FTMZ.
Hub.com.
Let's see.
Drum roll.
It is actually it's up for grabs. It's basically one of these deals.
Wow, really? That's
Yeah.
There you go, Russ.
Well, I have a new job and to buy FTMZ.com.
FTMZ.com.
There it is. Apparently, I've gone to the same website over and over again because it was the first thing that wanted to go into my browser.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Tom wanted to buy it. Okay.
Oh, nope.
That's why you have.
Apparently, my phone thought it was RedTube time.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's why you have incognito mode, Tom.
Oh, please. Y'all want to search my phone? Go for it. Enjoy. Have at it.